controller feel very slow right now. I'm gonna have to restart my PC. Give me a sec.
Okay. As you do that, I'll get my stream set up.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, I turned off the wrong thing. Okay, I've almost finished setting up the stream. I think we're good. I accidentally turned off the game capture when I was trying to turn off the input overlay that shows my mouse and keyboard. Ooh, should I do the controller one? I think I can add that.
Ooh, yeah, that would actually be that might be pretty good.
Okay, what is that? Input overlay. Where's the input overlay? Input overlay. Input overlay 3. Okay. And then browse. Where were these things again? Have you done it in have you done the input overlay thing in OBS before?
I've never done that, no.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can check my previous ones. To find it, because I don't know where I'm looking. Game capture. Oh wait, properties. Oh, okay. OBS input overlay whatever. So it's program files. Okay. Okay, and then the other one. Got it. Where's my program files? OBS Studio, input overlay v3 preset, and then gamepad. Okay. Browse. Oh, did that work? Sorry, this takes me a second because I'm not great at this. Program files, OBS Studio, input overlay. Oh, so it's just in the same thing. Okay, my bad. My bad. So in the future, maybe I'll be able to make it be the actual PlayStation controller, but I don't know how to do that yet. So for now,
Okay.
it's an Xbox controller.
Same deal.
Oh, it looks nice. All right. So there's that, and then this thing. All right. You can check. Do you want to check to see if it looks all right on the? Oh, I have it where my little face, like my little symbol thing's gonna show up.
What are you streaming on?
YouTube.
YouTube. I wonder if you're famous enough that if I type in YouTube Mwadi.
If you type in MWADD1, you'll find me.
ADD MWAD1.
Yeah, I think this is approximately where I want the thing to be.
Found it.
All right. Does the little gamepad thing look all right?
Yeah, it does.
You see I can do this? Yeah. All right, cool. I like playing with the software tools. They're fun. Okay. So I'm going to assume... Here's what I'm going to do. Did you want to join in to do practice first, or what did you want to do?
Let's play like 2 casual games, and then I'll watch your stream while you play a 2 ranked games, and then I'll watch the ranked games, and then we'll try to do the casuals again.
So are you gonna Okay, so are you gonna be trying to give me advice mid-match, or are you gonna do it like as a recap afterwards? We'll do a VOD review.
As a recap afterwards, we'll do VOD review.
Okay.
And so you want to save the replays? And yeah, I was gonna say for a second, like actually just go straight into the ranked, but let's play so we can get just warmed up for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I was gonna say if you were hoping to do live stuff, probably better off looking at a stream through Discord, because there's a latency, I think, with doing either. I know there's for Twitch, even if you have it set to like nothing. There's just a certain amount of time that takes longer, and YouTube probably is the same. You know, they prefer to have better picture quality, whereas Discord's more like I'm hanging with my buddy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
All right.
Let's do this, Sean.
We're doing it. So what is your casuals rank at? Ooh, this is gonna be pretty hard, I think.
I have no idea what my casuals rank is at. I don't have that stuff on. All right, you're up.
I'm gonna try to play basic so you get as much time on the ball as possible. So I'm only gonna bail you out and try to set you up. Nice.
Oh, I tried to murder that guy. I bumped him. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Maybe I'll score that.
All right.
I was like looking at it, I was like, all right, just plain simple. Actually, this might be a good like experiment for me. I'm gonna try doing nothing fancy and seeing if we can win.
Sounds good. Also, I think you'll like the description I put on the video.
Oh boy.
Oh.
A little higher. That was a little bit fancy. It's mostly positioning.
Oh. Ah, that's my bad.
Is all good.
I was expecting too much. Like trying to read too far ahead. Okay.
Misses. Nice.
Thank you. Or I just dumped that.
I missed.
Oh, he's beat me to it. Oh,
Wow.
that may be a goal.
That might not be good. Nope.
Oh, we're okay. I got that.
Nice shot. Oh, that was not easy to score. Wow.
I thought
That is a
that's
hard angle.
that's why I thought it was guaranteed to be a save. I thought I was just gonna be flooring it out of there.
You're like, oh, I just have to hit it and it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. It's like there's almost no angle for me to actually score the ball. And yet, I found a way.
Why does it does find a way? Not gonna find a way.
I don't know why I'm jumping for that.
And it wasn't the best jump.
No, I'm dumb.
Damn.
Oh, I tried. That guy was real ready though. Okay, we both kind of faked it.
Hello? Alright, I'm gonna try scoring him now.
Okay.
Ooh, messed up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I am rusty at this game.
That's all good. That's why we're doing the warm-ups.
And I was never good. Oh!
Oh, almost in.
He got fancy with that. That one's in. Nice.
That one did.
I was totally a
you
part of
were-
that play. Yep,
Good work,
100%.
Anderson. Couldn't do without you.
I got you. I'll do nothing so you can succeed.
Let's see if we can make this one work. 10 seconds. I bumped the last.
Oh, I thought I bumped him.
Ah,
Oh, I tried.
GG.
Alright, alright. Try one, try one. First warm up.
First warm-up in a while.
Do we play the same guys or do we switch it out?
Yeah, they're good players.
Okay, good. Alright. Oh, you got
I thought I was over him.
bumped.
Yeah, so I was
Sucks.
absolutely sure that I got over his bump.
Because he flipped? How did he hit you?
Yeah, he flipped.
Oh, you also put it on my region, I see. Oh.
Shot.
I was not ready for that. I was almost ready for it, but I was not ready for it.
I wasn't ready for it.
He just came off the wall so fast. Oh, my bad.
Good luck.
Okay. I think they're... Okay. I did a lot.
He just went for a musty double tap. Nice.
Oh, I thought I had that.
Yeah, he did a squishy save.
So you're telling me these guys are kind of shit at the game?
They ended up being better than I thought they were. I don't know if they like what they did during this game last, but they seemed pretty basic last game. They're doing a lot better stuff this game.
Maybe they've realized they can pull out the stuff that they're practicing and training against me.
Maybe.
I don't have any boost. Nice.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Stop.
That was a great pass. I just messed up.
Backflipped.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I should have had a good shot on it, but I fumbled.
That was a good catch.
Thank you.
Get my 15 boost. Oh, damn.
Okay.
Ah! That hurts. Good luck.
I'm just following this guy, not making any progress. I'm gonna get out of there.
Oh, nice. There you go. Good. Good challenge.
Thanks, I got lucky with the 50.
Your skill. I mean, I guess it means your hit was solid enough that we can go on.
I'll take that. Oh. Once I whiff, I go for the intimidation.
Damn. Yeah, it's over me. Damn. I needed to go up sooner for that. Didn't have a good play. I just need to challenge early.
You did get the flipper, though.
You did get the flipper. Ah, it's beyond.
Sorry.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's my bad. I tried to clear it to the side. I thought yours took out of the play more, and I hit it too far center. Yeah, like I saw you do the flip, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to hit this now. And I tried to hit it above the left post, and I whiffed.
Your timing, generally, I guess first tip, timing should be based off what the other team's doing, not your team.
Oh, okay.
So you need to look how far away they are. Like, they didn't have anyone pressuring, so
Gotcha.
good luck scoring that one. Good luck.
Right?
All right, rank time. There's your warm up.
Yeah, totally not dizzy from that.
Well, as long as your hands are warm. All right, go ahead and do ranked. I'll find your YouTube.
All right. You see me high skill here, diamond 3, div 4.
Let's see. Let's subscribe to you. Former rock. We'll have to mute because too many things. Hearing your voice on stream while I'm talking to you is always so weird.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Former Rocket League professional player Nomad berates my trash game and hopes I will someday improve. JK, he's super nice. It's a good description.
Thank you. Alright,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You can queue up a game. I'm probably going to... Yeah, I'll just keep the game muted so I can talk to you.
Estimated queue time, 21 seconds.
Alright, you're back.
Okay. Starting. Bartles. It's lightning? I'm so confused. Nope. No, fuck. I got so panicked. I shouldn't have flipped. Maybe stay closer? I don't know. I'm bad. It was a bad shadow. Game is in. Already down a point. Let me just jump from 9 miles away. Okay. There we go. All right, let's do this. Toss salad 88. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
What's the time on the clock for you?
39.
Oh, okay. Not too far off. I just watched your goal.
Okay.
Oh, I see the thing that you're sad about.
Oh. Oh no, I was trying to get out so teammate could move up. Teammate was already going out. Okay, teammate. What are you doing? Ah. No. Oh. Okay. Oh, you're gonna like that one. 202.
See it in 18 seconds.
I'm proud.
You did a flick.
I did.
And then the clock was symmetrical. It was 2-2 at 2:02.
Got another one. 154. Warming up a little bit.
Nice.
Good kill, teammate. Scary. Nope. Well, Toss Salad should be able to get there first. Oh. I'm bad. 59 seconds. Where's lightning going? Oh no. Right, I'm sad. That is unfortunate.
Ooh. Oh man. I just watched the kickoff roll.
You saw what was unfortunate?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to review? The game just ended.
Yeah, just save the replay?
Okay. How do I do that? Oh, L3.
You almost had a long shot too.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I can tell you where the file path is. Ready?
Okay.
So they'll be in your documents folder. And then my games. Still there?
Yeah.
Rocket League. TA game. Demos. And it should be in those recent one that you have there.
Okay. Oh wait. Oops. Hold on. Dude. Yeah. Maybe I should just make it capture the monitor. So then I can have you stream and I can watch your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Display capture. Okay.
Did you find the replay file?
I threw it in the Discord chat.
Oh, make sure you actually send it.
Good call.
So, the reason I knew what happened is because that's happened with like half the people I've worked with so far. They're like, okay, it's in the Discord. I look over, and I'm like, you have to press enter.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the Discord, right? It looks like you sent it already, but no. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay. Okay.
You managed to identify a mistake, which was good. One of the goals, you're like, I shadow defense wrong, and that was true. You shadow defensed incorrectly.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get you up. So that way the recording shows you too. I think this is it. Okay. And then, can I make you full screen? You're not quite full screen. Dude, I'm so bad at Discord. I'm like trying to look at your thing and it's like showing it with the like chat still partially up.
No, there should be a full screen on the bottom right.
Yeah, but it's like full screening the app, but not like making the... Oh god.
Do you see it?
Maybe if I do pop out and then full
Oh,
screen.
that doesn't. I guess you
See,
could try
I'm still
that,
seeing you at the bottom is what I'm getting at, right? I guess it doesn't matter.
Does it look like this? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started like-
You see the stuff at the bottom.
Okay.
I don't know. I just suck at this, man.
All right, I will stop with the forever screen. Okay. Is this good enough? Can you see clear enough?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just look at that goal that you shadowed wrong first. You don't want to. So, shadowing is like a timing thing.
Mhm.
And first off, right, I don't think your mechanics are here. What you should actually do here is reverse, jump, double jump, and then try to put it to your corner. That's a little advanced.
I'm okay with
now-
trying and failing though.
Yeah, that'd be something that you'd want to do. Now, it's kind of a hard situation to be in, but the reason it's hard is because you don't want to end up here. You notice how, like, there's a line directly from your tail to the ball?
Yeah, I want to be more inside, right?
You want to be either side. So, ideally, I think the best place that you would probably be would be over here. I think this would be the easiest one to save from, because when he shoots it from the left, you're going to be able to follow the ball with its momentum. So I would do like a same side kind of thing. So I would, if I was in your position and I'm trying to like make this as easy as possible, not using the high level mechanics, but for like something that like you'd want to do at champ, I would swerve to the right a little bit here. So I'd go, you kind of, and you make
Swerve
it worse
towards
by
the
flipping.
wall, right? Yeah, I know I made it worse by flipping because then I couldn't react, right?
Yeah, and then that kept this line going on. Yeah, towards the wall. You'd wanna be over here. And then what would happen is as he shoots this, you would follow the shot with it. So like your car would be doing this. Bang.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't ever want to, and you'd be surprised at how much you can get away with when it comes to like going to the side here. Panic a little bit too much. But yeah, like
Is there
literally
ever a
flipping.
situation I want to be mid, or is it mostly always easier to come from the wall and cut across?
You pretty much never want to be in a
Okay.
situation where they have an attack rolling down the field and you're going straight towards your net. Going straight towards your net is a death sentence. It's exactly what leads to these kinds of situations.
I see.
Like right here.
So the point is I don't want to be mid because if I do that, then they can just cut it to the side, and then it's right at my tail again, and I'm still back in that same situation. But if I'm closer to the wall, then they can't, because in order to cut behind me, they cut off their own angle, right?
Maybe. I'm having a hard time visualizing what you're saying. But I would say the biggest reason is actually, and this is the reason it's actually same side. He's shooting from the left side of the net, or the right side of the net, I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's shooting from the right side, which means the fastest shot is going to hit this side of the net, and the slowest shot is going to hit this side of the net, right?
Yeah.
So if you come from over here, you block the fastest shot first, and the slowest shot second.
That makes sense. It gives you the time on the fast one, and you have it gives you this like enough time on both.
Exactly, yeah. So you like your priority should be the close post, and that's why coming from across is generally a little bit worse, is because you can get to the far post faster. If you're coming from across, you actually approach a little bit differently. You come diagonally, and you just try to cut like this right here. You try to like read his like triangle between the ball and the net. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And you
So
cut
like in most
this way.
situations, it's better to shadow, right? But like the back post rotation is just if you've got somebody already ready to challenge.
So it is shadowing defense. Yeah. If you go back post when things are developing, and honestly, back post is more something you want to do in threes, less in twos. Your rank, you can get away with it, but there's a slightly more efficient positioning that I'm going to talk about later.
Okay.
But for the most part, you generally want to shadow defense right over here. When the play is coming in, and you'll watch pros when they do that, when they play ones, they're a lot more precise with it. So for example, if they know the shot can only come to this half of the net, they'll shadow from this half of the net and then cut over to the right there. But for the most part, they shadow from a place where if they kept going straight, they would hit the backboard.
Got it. So it's not a flow chart. You're trying to assess the general risks of what's going on in there, but you're trying to give me the tools of like the fast shots on this side, the slow shots on that one. So that's why you want to be on this side.
Yeah, exactly. And it really is just like if you just went straight right here, just nudged yourself to the right. It also gives you these pads.
Gotcha. Go wide. Okay.
Go a little bit wider. Yeah. Don't almost never go straight for net. That is almost always a bad thing. And again, like Rocket League is so fluid that there's always exceptions. But at your rank, like that hard rule might actually benefit you.
Okay. It makes sense. I'm a bad player, so these little things could probably help me climb. I probably knew it at one point, but I just don't play Rocket League that much recently. So like,
oh man,
yeah, I jumped from 9 miles away. If I just drove up to like mid court.
Yeah, I heard you say this too, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, that's brutal. Here's what you need to be looking at, right? So this is the number one thing actually that I think if you start doing this, you'll actually rank up very quickly. You don't need too much else. The ball. The ball only gets affected by everyone else, right? Like other people have to hit it. Otherwise, the ball just follows the basic physics, and you can predict those, right? It's deterministic. The only things that you need to update in your mind on the game is actually the players. And you can't actually see it when pros are playing. But when pros are playing, they're watching the ball maybe 25% of the time, and they're watching the other players. Oh, actually, maybe like 75 or 80, 90 maybe. So right here, what you should be doing is like, oh, he missed.
How far away is the other guy?
Exactly. First thought, right? Like, don't even look at the ball. You know where the ball is. It's not going to change locations. You just need to glance, and then you put a little mental timer in your head. And your timer is going to say, I have this much time to get this ball. So right now, first off, like, you're jumping from so far away. Like, even if you're trying to get this ball as fast as possible, you go faster on the ground than you do in the air.
But I should take longer because I've got the time to, because he's 9 miles away.
Exactly. And what you would do if you took longer, right?
And I'm only 8 miles away.
Exactly. Yeah, you are eight. That's kind of like yeah. Like the two fastest people to this ball are you and XTX Thunder, which is so funny.
It's Thunder and Lightning on their team.
Oh wow, didn't even think about that.
But Lightning misspelled his name. It says Bartles Lighting.
Yeah. Bart. Wait, isn't that? Wait, oh, I can't really read it.
It's Lighthtng.
Bartles.
Lighting. Maybe it's Bartles Sighting. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be Lightning and Thunder, but I'm gonna think of them like that. Bartles Sighting. Yeah. I think you're right.
It's also in reverse camel case.
which is disgusting.
Um, yeah, that's why it looks so weird. I was like, why is that under cap? I'm like, right, reverse camel. Um, okay, so let's talk about you look at what you do, like what happens after you realize that you haven't beat, right? So right here you see the miss. You recognize you have time. You put that clock in your head of how long is going to take for Thunder to get there. Now your first thought is a better attack, right? There's a bunch of ways you can attack this. Most of them at your rank are going to come from getting over here and hitting the ball that way, right? Now you could pop it off their backboard and make them panic. You could just go for a shot. You could try to catch it and then flick it, but you want to be, in general, the best attack is going to come from right here. But instead, you cut yourself off from doing anything
The best
productive
attack comes from right where? Sorry.
Oh, your best attack is going to come from. Let's see where the bounce goes. This guy misses. See the rushing. It's good they went for that. That's good practice, but it's going to come from right here. From coming at the ball this way.
Because I set up my body to be like the direct line go between me and the ball would go to the center of the net. It gives me the most options.
Yeah, exactly. This hit here, right? This is a good opportunity, and you've wasted it by hitting it like this. Yeah, that's a pass. That's a back pass, right? As a general rule, if someone has this much control off the hit you did, your hit was not good.
I mean, okay. I did know my hit was not good.
Yeah.
The first thing I said.
Oh yeah, that is true. Okay, right here, it's fine. You might be going first. When you let your teammate go in front of you like this, you should back up.
Yeah. So I guess in my mind, I have a decent idea that I'm going to be the first one to the ball, but I haven't developed a timer. So like I'm like I know I can get here first. Was what happened in my mental assessment with the other guy, but I didn't think that I've got this much time and I will still be first.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the big one, right? And I mean, like the other thing is kind of going back to it.
It's one of those things where
could just watch him.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah, you could just watch him. And what you want to do is at your rank, you have to watch the ball more because your mechanics aren't there where you can look away and still hit the ball. So you just kind of glance at him for a second, look back at the ball, make sure you're going to the right place. Glance back at him, see how much time you have. And yeah, the biggest thing is stay on the ground. The more you are on the ground, the better generally, because you have more control over what you can do from the ground. Like right here, you're so committed, and there's nothing you can do. Like you made a decision early to jump, and jumping early is almost never a good idea, unless you're pre-jumping in a pro play.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, not the pro play thing because that's beyond my scope of understanding. But yes, I understand that it's generally not good to do this.
Cool. All right. I do want to add one more thing, which is let's say you're not sure if you're going to be the first person to the ball. Drive towards it and just keep on updating your information as you go. And then you kind of play it by ear, right?
So what are you like looking at the ball or are you just like looking at the other guys while you're driving towards it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so you like shift your focus between both, right? And again, like when you get better mechanically, you can spend more time looking at the other players. And that's the hard part of what the pros do. It's not that they can do the flip reset, it's that they're watching the other player as they hit their flip reset.
Gotcha.
Right? That's why they're able to time it perfectly. So they get the flip, and now they're watching the players, and then they just execute it just the right time.
Gotcha. Yeah, in Valorant, there's this like concept of like minimap light switch of like when you could get peeked, you stare at your crosshair constantly, and when you can't, you stare at the minimap to make your decisions off of the best information you can get. So you're constantly taking it in. Like if you're not going to be able to shoot somebody, or if you're not at risk of being shot, and if you don't need to shoot somebody right now, then you should be gathering information. And I guess the same thing's here with Rocket League, but like it's a little different because as opposed to minimap, it's like you stare at the enemy players, and the timing is like I only need to look at the ball like right as I'm going for it. All right, is that it?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. So like, for example, if you're playing threes and you're third man, you actually want to watch the players more than you watch the ball, because
you like only watch it when you're first, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, or second. Second is hard because you have to do both because you're playing off the next possible touch. So you need to know the where the ball is and where its most likely trajectory is very quickly. Um,
Gotcha.
and then first man is purely on the ball. Third man is almost entirely on the player. Second man is in between. Um, and that kind of in between thing is what you have to do a lot when you're playing twos. It's a lot about interpreting the other players on the field as well as the ball. Then right here, this is mechanic things, but you can still look at it. Like mechanics are something you can think about. So let's see how this went wrong. Um,
I don't
this is
think I had
very hard.
decided what part of the car I wanted to hit it with. So I like went up and I'm like, do I want to turn around and hit it with the back of my car or do I want to hit it with the nose? So you see, I like started to like rotate. I got my, like stuck my nose up and I started to spin like I wanted to hit it with the roof of my car. But maybe I should have just hit it with the nose because I wasn't that high up.
Yeah, no, if you hit it with the nose, that would have been a goal. Like if you go up and then, oh, if you turned your nose down right there, that would have been a banger.
Yeah.
Okay, like right here, if you spin it down. And that's just something you practice, and it's also like, aerial training. You just focus on those details, right? Like what like trajectory do I need when I like hit it with my nose, and when should I hit it with like the back of my car, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've done practice with it in general. So like I know that if it's close to the goal, it's good to switch to your back, like the roof of your car, because like you get like the big paddle effect, and you have you slow it down a little bit, so you get a little bit better chance of being able to hit tighter angles. But that was a little too far out for me to be trying to go for the paddle. I should just be trying to like shoot rather than like deflect it into the goal, right?
Mm. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. So to summarize that one, pay attention to like I guess it's really just an indecisive thing. This is something you'll just kind of get from experience, I think, is like the aerial goals. Yeah. So that one's just an aerial shot. The other one is watch the other team. And again, what really good players do, like right here, someone who's good enough with the aerials is actually watching Thunder the whole time. And they're placing it. The reason pros can get good placement is when they're shooting, they're not even looking at the ball. They're looking at the players.
Okay. That I don't think I'll be
You are
able to
not you
do.
are not there yet. I know like what it was like to be in this position. You are focusing everything you have into just shooting, right?
Yeah, I could update probably, I
Like
think,
right here.
to maybe even a little further, like here. But here I definitely need to stare at the ball.
Yeah. And you got to get those details. At the last moment, like in the milliseconds before, everyone has to focus on the ball, even Zen. Um, I want to talk a little about this. What you do here is pretty good, but I'm going to try to make it even better because this is another quick fix that you can implement pretty quick. Redundancy. Um, in threes, I wouldn't really even mention this because it's fine. You come in at a decent pace. I like that you back up here. This is all good. Um, your timing's not bad. Maybe want to adjust your pace a little bit because you're still watching Thunder, trying to see if Thunder's going to hit it. Your teammate gets it away. But here's another option. Right here. So you're careful the shot. Shot doesn't come in. Slow down, you back up. This position right here on net is actually very underrated, very strong. This area of the net. In this specific example, what you do here is not too bad. But what it does is it means like your teammate is the only one who can really clear the ball, right? You're kind of guaranteeing that no matter what, uh, he has to clear it or else they get another attack in. If you play up here a little bit and you carry your momentum well enough, you learn how to read the play well enough. What you can do is you can actually carry your momentum through and you can take this ball. Right? You've probably seen me do this. Like if you're in here, let's watch toss out perspective. You've probably seen me like be in the like what you're doing this, right? So you're kind of like going under the ball, you're just trying to get in the way, doing whatever. And then you see me come after the ball after you do this from the net, right? And I carry it away.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm doing that is because I'm getting my momentum in such a way where I'm first off, I'm placed a little bit more out here so I can move up faster. But the other thing is I have my momentum building up a little bit sooner. And you almost do this a little bit. You're like almost there. But the idea is once you realize the shot's not going to come in, you do your little backup, and then you start increasing your speed before the play really happens. And then that kind of commit back to net was unnecessary. It's like right here. Again, look at the players. Is there any danger? Do you need to be in net? No. Put some pressure on them.
Gotcha. So the approach, you would have been like out at that first boost pad out and kind of looking towards the post that's closest to the ball as you're driving up and getting your momentum, and then you react based off of the fact that you see there's no threat, right? And then you cut through.
Yeah. Yeah, and a big thing, this is something that does take a while to get better at. But the big thing is you get out here, and then what you do is you start driving before you actually have a plan of where you're going. But what you do is you start driving when you see that there's about to be a play made, which is kind of hard at your ranked. But you start driving when you see a play is about to be made, and then you react after you already have momentum. If you're initiating when you have no momentum, you limit the total amount of distance that you can go, right? Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
slow.
It takes you some time to move. Yeah.
So move first, then decide. And this is hard because you have to pay really close attention, like right here, of when you can start moving. Because if you start moving too early, then it's going to go over your head.
It's also important for me to position in a way that when I move, I'm not putting myself out of position for being able to deal with what could happen, right? So if I'm like too close and I start moving, then that's bad.
Exactly. Exactly. So you want to stay further back. In fact, like the biggest problem, you're a little bit better at this than a lot of people your rank, but you could still improve on it. A lot of people move too quickly into net when they don't need to. That was actually the problem with your first goal, right? You tried to get straight to net super fast when you should have taken it wide.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to spend as little time in net as possible because in net, this is purely a defensive position. You can only save goals. You cannot really generate much of a counter unless they hit the ball like right here. That's like the one thing that is good for is clearing it when the ball's coming right here, which is good.
So like you can't like follow it up and make a play out of your clear.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas like if I'm crossing it, I can hit it soft and then follow the ball, right?
Exactly. The other thing is like it's not just about staying in front of net. It's also about where were we? Right here. It's not just about staying in net. It's also about giving yourself the option to go backboard. So for example, if you're feeling like your teammate is about to get dunked on or something bad's about to happen, if you're back here and there's a 50-50 and it goes up, you have a free backboard clear. But if you're in net, it's torture, right? You know those plays where it hits off the ceiling and you're in net and the ball's like right above you and you panic?
So you want me like halfway between the far post and the wall as it's starting to develop, and as soon as it looks like it's about to hit, then I start to drive forward and I like react. Do I cut up? Do I cut across? Like here.
Yes. Yeah, here. Let me actually show you something real quick. This level of gameplay is going to be high above. I usually only show this to people that are close to GC. But
ooh, the tech.
The tech, I will show you the tech. It's just one of those things where the hard part about coaching Rocket League is I can't just show you what the pros are doing and say do that because you don't have the facilities, right? The reaction time that they've developed and the mechanics they've developed.
Yeah.
But you can still mimic some of it, and you can do it with a lot of success.
And I think that what a lot of people probably do, like if I were to watch pro play, it would be hard not to try to just mimic the mechanics because it's hard to understand. It's easy to see the mechanics and see what they're doing and see, oh, this is effective, but it's hard to understand the decision making that makes it effective.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to demystify that. That's what I'm trying to do a lot with my coaching. And this is what's been really effective with people is when I show them the pro gameplay and I'm like, try to understand what he's thinking, right? Don't do the mechanics. You cannot do the mechanics. But you can understand why he's positioning the way he is, but you never think about it.
Yeah, I've seen people that are GC that, well, when I was not caked in Rust, had worse aerial mechanics than I do, right? So it's like, it's not all mechanics, it's decision making. And I would prefer to be the type of player who understands the game rather than just like...
Is nutty.
Yeah. And like,
yes.
I think if I understand the game enough, it gives me the opportunity to try more nutty stuff too. Because like, if you're just nutty, right, you might not realize you have the time to nut on them.
It's very wise. Yeah, that's right. No, that's right though. This player is someone that I think you should watch because his mechanics are very simple. And I remember when I asked people about him, he's actually an old friend of mine. We used to run in some of the same circles.
Parth?
And he made it up to pro. Parth, yeah. So he's like a top 18 player. He plays with Memory, if you know who Memory is. But he's a
I'm,
very good player.
okay. Is Memory a team?
Memory is a player. So I'm
Okay.
assuming you
I'm
do
I'm
not know who he
so
is.
disconnected from the RL scene at this point.
Yeah.
But
Memory used to be on a team with Lethamyr, which is why I thought you might know him.
gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah, actually, Memory was like Lethamyr's pro teammate for the longest time.
Cool.
But uh, the thing I want to show you is his decision making because I asked people about Parth and they're like, yeah, he made it to pro and no one really knows why. And it's because he's like probably one of the smartest players in North America. Um, which means his decision making is just incredibly good, and his positioning is also incredibly good.
So he
There's
doesn't do
one
anything fancy, but he does everything not fancy well.
exactly, and he does still do something fancy. You can only get so far. This is it, actually. Check this out. Okay, Beast Mode is one of the best players in North America. Lunar is playing. This is a top 100. Like these are some of the best twos players in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now watch this. Does this shot go in? Look at where Parth is positioned. Look at where how close the shot's coming from. It goes. I'll tell you, it goes right here. I mean, obviously you can see it doesn't go in, but like you'd expect this shot to go in at this rank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. He was not even in net when that was shot, right? He got to the left side of the goal based purely on momentum. And here's the crazy thing. Watch how he does not go back as fast as possible, right? Beast mode is up. This guy's one of the best in the world. Parth is right here.
He's chill.
He's chill, right? He's going fast, and what people see is the speed, and he's going fast because it's twos and two pieces up. But watch this. Not even supersonic. Not supersonic. Not supersonic. 11 boost. He used 11 boost to make that save.
Is this not supersonic?
Nope.
So
So
see the
he's
trail.
supersonic here. He's
Yeah.
not supersonic here.
I see. I see what you mean. He slows down a little bit when he goes to the corner and assesses the play.
Yeah. He times this basically perfectly. And what it does is it means that when the shot comes in, he doesn't have to hit his brakes. And he's actually not at max speed, so this is maybe supersonic, but not technically max speed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm aware there's a difference.
So here, and then 11 boost, save. And then, oh, this is the other thing with Parth. He makes it very clear what he's doing. What is he looking at?
There you go.
Right? He's intentionally
Where's
moving
beast
his
mode
camera.
coming?
Exactly, yeah. So, gets the save. Ball's popped. He realizes it's safe here. No one can shoot. Now, if he stays in ball cam, he can't see anything. And the thing is, he doesn't even just go into regular cam. Regular cam wouldn't look like this. He's actually moving his camera intentionally. He's using a stick to move his camera. Regular cam would look like this. It would
Yeah,
be
straight
facing
ahead.
exactly where he's facing. But yeah, he's intentionally putting his camera.
Oh, so
And
he's
now
still
watch
in
what he
ball
does.
mode, but then he hits the thumbstick.
Exactly, yeah. So he's using thumbstick right now. And here's what most people, especially at your rank, would do, is they would get this hit, and their first thought would be, how can I get to this ball as fast as possible to clear the danger? This is what he does because he watches beast mode.
Huge.
Right. It would be super, super easy to panic for this one. If he jumped up for this, if he didn't look to see how much time he had, he would have aerialed for this and hit it straight back into beast mode. Beast mode was going up the wall, because what beast mode is used to is people getting up for this, going for it, and then hitting it straight up to him on the wall. So he starts to go up the wall and then realizes that Parth is actually taking it on the ground.
Because even at
Messes
the
up
pro
his
level,
escape damage.
people would panic and throw it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, like this is pretty rare from Parth. Like I would panic and throw this, for just from where my skills right now. But he has the camera, and then just in the blink of an eye, he actually does it twice to see if beast mode's turning and going for it.
Yeah, he
Camera,
sees that he goes up the wall.
Time. I'm just gonna shoot that basically straight this way and try to get the two piece. And this would have been a goal, but again, like what Lunar's doing here. So Lunar, for the record, should have scored that. It should have been like a perfect top left corner, but because he didn't place it perfectly, it gets saved. He saves the boost. He gets the pads. And this is actually really smart from Lunar. He doesn't go for a big boost because he doesn't want to give two piece the free hit. This is the other thing.
And like 40's enough, yeah.
Yeah. 36, 47, goes up.
This I've tried, but I'm also just not that great at pathing while trying to watch everything else, and I often whiff. I was trying to do that in a practice match, and I was
Yeah.
like, I still have no boost because I missed my pathing.
Right. It's like, oh, uh, small pads, those are good, and then you try to get them, you miss all of them, and just miss the hit.
Yeah.
So
Then
this
you
is
look
good.
fumbly for twice as long. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, one more thing. So I was trying to show you just the positioning and how they move into plays. We'll watch a little more gameplay just to show how slow Parth can go. Again, against two very fast players. But check this out first. This is how subtle your fake challenges can be. So you probably barely even notice the fake challenge. At your rank,
Oh, is it
people
him cutting
probably
in a
wouldn't even
little
see
bit?
this. Yep. That little bit of a left turn that you barely can even register. Here's what that looks like from Lunar's perspective, and then he just gets the boost, gets the ball, possession. And
Wait, I
camera, just
can't see
pass.
Lunar's perspective. I see still Parth.
Here.
Okay, here.
So here's
Now
Lunar's
it's on.
perspective. So Lunar, again, they're always watching the player. He's watching Parth right now. He
Oh, he
sees
sees
Parth
the
do that
little
little bit.
turn. Yeah.
Yep.
And
So
that's
he's
when he hits
watching
it the
Parth
second he does
turn.
it.
Yep. He reacts. And he goes for a demo, but Parth sees that too. So he's like, he's right behind me. Jump. Okay. And safe. Set up the passing play. And Lunar messes it up. Yeah, Lunar is the one non-pro in this lobby.
Gotcha.
Oop. I mean, like, again, he's still top 100, but still.
Just
You
not
can kind of
quite
see in the
professional.
gameplay. Yeah, you can see in some of his gameplay. For this one, I can tell you, um, he went too fast on backboard, which is a really common mistake. And then right here, what he needed to do is after touching this, he needed to hit reverse to go lower on the backboard so he can get onto the ball. But because he jumped from up here,
He's too high
yep. And so he ends up over the ball.
as
And of
it
course, this
bounces
is
off the roof.
exactly,
If
yeah,
it
it
didn't
bounced off
bounce
the
off the
roof.
roof, he probably still would have been okay.
Yeah, yeah. So a little bit just a mechanical mistouch. And here's again like what they're looking at. Parth is not looking at the ball here, he's looking at Lunar. He's like, you are too high on the ball. I can just go challenge this.
Wow.
So he's watching and he's like, this is not going to get over me because he's over the ball, so he just challenges. Almost scores, two pieces cleaned it up. Oh, let's see how Beast Mode does the defense. So again, he doesn't save it, but one of the best players in North America. This is where he stopped, right?
Yeah.
Stops. He comes from over here, so he's a little bit out, and he's out here, so that way if he needs to turn and go up and challenge two piece, he can do that. But he's just kind of adjusting. This bounce was like the worst bounce he could have gotten, but he still slows down, and then he speeds up as two piece is about to come in and take the shot. So bad, 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 not good. Slows down, speeds up, and then tries to just read it.
Yeah, that's like he has to kind of gamble at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And this is just like a good shot, right? Like not a perfect shot, but a really good shot.
Gotcha. Cool.
Watch a little bit more of it because I think this is still some like the best training is to see what you should be doing other than just critiquing what you're not doing.
Yeah, especially because
Right.
this is similar game style as I'd like to emulate.
Yeah, exactly. Pars plays a lot like you, especially with the boost control. This is a big one. Something that you could really get better at is read the players on the field and then this long-term positioning. The ball is not likely to go across the field, so Parth recognizes that he's in an ineffective space. So he's going to get over here. That's where the ball is more likely to go. And that's where it ends up. This is a good one. This is the classic, like, I know you watch some flakes, fake challenge, force the
Mhm.
hit, and then up. Right here, he's not trying to make the save. He's attacking when basically he doesn't want him and two piece to both be making the play on defense, so he's just forcing. So Lunar's up. He sees that Parth is going, so he has to go quick, which is why he messed up his shot. So he sees Parth go. He hears the sound cue. Parth actually gives up pretty quick and keeps 65 boost, so he can get back faster.
So he just did enough, and like as soon as he saw that his force was successful, then he bails out.
Yeah, exactly. And then what that means is two pieces staying back, so two pieces playing defensive. He sees that. Here's what he does, right? Beast mode. I'll reiterate, one of the best players in the world. Doesn't try to get away from him. Recognizes no good position. He just hangs out. Just hangs out. Just hangs out. Used 0 boost, right? He's just doing the flake thing, right? Like the presence is the pressure, just be there. And you're someone they have to get around, right? Beast mode has to think about you. And then if he gets it past you, that's fine, right? At your rank, you might not expect your teammate to be there, so maybe you rotate a little bit right here. But he has 2 beasts behind him, so he just hangs out. And this is the really clever thing. He goes from first man. This is him playing first man, putting pressure on. Now he's second man. Whoop. Perfect position for second man, right? It's about where you want to be. So he just hits the brakes. One more little thing. Check this out. He could have scored that, right? It was possible. But, like, this is the most subtle thing that I think everyone would miss. And you're actually pretty good at these. He's ready to move up here, but recognizes that because of 2 pieces of awkward position, it's going to take a little bit longer for the play to develop. So he hits the brakes and goes backwards just a tiny bit. That's what sets up the position. So he's like, I'm a little too far up. He adjusts and then just goes for it. Okay. That's like that early, like, he's winding himself up, right? So he can move into this with momentum. Back, forward. It's good positioning. All right, main takeaways.
Well, this was nuts.
Oh, and so everyone at this rank can still do mechanics. Again, he's like a top 52s player. He can still like win games if he has to.
Yeah.
So one more thing. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Just to be clear that he can do it.
Yeah. But also, like, check this out, because the brain is everywhere. Right here, there's something very subtle he does that I think pretty much anyone would miss. Did you see it?
He watches for where the other guy passes it to?
Here's what he's seeing. There are 3 people that are coming from this side of the ball. My teammate is on this side of the field. The ball is traveling in this direction. The play is going to be over here, right? The only person who knows where the ball is getting hit to for sure is beast mode. But Parth is seeing a step ahead. And so you watch this, right? He's staying close to the ball. He's putting pressure on. He sees that 2 pieces there. And he's like, okay, the play is now going to the left. So he boosts. Look at how soon he boosts. He starts boosting here. As soon as beast mode jumps, he's like, I know where this ball is going. And that's what makes it so he's first to this ball, right? If you watch this from Lunar's perspective, it's like, how does he get there so fast? How is he always there?
How did he not know, or how did he know that Beast Mode wouldn't put it like midfield or something like that? Is it just not a touch that you could actually do there? Is that just understanding the possible touches that you could do, or?
So yeah, it is technically possible that Beast Mode could have done some crazy stuff and popped this directly here. But this is the second piece of Parth's positioning. Let's say Beast Mode does do that. He's not predicting exactly where the ball will go. Look at where his car is facing. If Beast Mode hits that this way, he can turn right and go for the ball and get it back to his corner. If Beast Mode hits that this way, he can turn left and go get the ball on the wall. So he's actually covering this part of the field and this part of the field.
I see. So he's just positioning himself in the general direction, and then he commits once he sees the touch and knows where he's going.
Yep.
So he's like, it's going to go somewhere in this cone that's kind of like to your right, like 20 degrees or something like that, and then to here. Yeah. So here to like 90 degrees to the side or something like that. And it's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's actually playing defense here. And he's also playing this side, so he's ready to go to the right or the left, and then he reads the hit. And then he reacts to the hit while his momentum is already going. So he's got momentum going with the play, and then he sees where the ball goes and just chases it that direction.
And then he sees that they're so far away, there's no way they can catch up, so he can just take his time. But he actually doesn't really take his time.
Yeah, no. He's not really taking his time. So what he's doing here is he had to scramble for this ball, so he had to boost as fast as he could.
Oh, to make sure he hits it before it touches the wall and then gets out of his reach. Got it.
Yeah, he's trying to play possession, so he needs it to.
He's not rushing to be the first to the ball, he's rushing to make sure the ball doesn't get outside of his reach where he could be first to the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So he's focusing on this, he's hitting the ball, and then right here he looks at Lunar. So right here he's actually watching Lunar. Gets under it. He would go for a shot here, but he knows he's being challenged, and that's why he goes for a double. The double isn't flash. The double is to prevent this guy from hitting it. So right here, if this is a shot, Lunar actually has the shot covered. That's why Lunar is playing in that perspective, or like that position, is
to cover the goal.
From here. Yeah, exactly. Like Lunar is blocking the net. So that's why Parth had to do this. Any lower gets blocked by Lunar. Beast mode just got that hit, so Beast mode's still recovering. Lunar was the one who needed to. Again, he's like the non-prone lobby, and Beast mode is also on low boost. And then just. Oop.
Nice. Cool.
All right. Now I expect you to play like that in your next ranked game.
Jeez.
All right, we're gonna go back into casuals for a game, and then we're gonna go back into ranked.
Okay. All right. Let me minimize this. Get this up. So I need to join you. As you do that, let me minimize this. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna order pizza real quick. But actually, oh, you're doing training? Okay, cool. Oh wait, I don't need to do this on here. Yeah, we could just go.
We did?
Yeah, I have an app for this.
Oh yeah. Tune us up for excuse me. All right, so what are you gonna try to do this game?
Pay more attention to the other people.
All right, great, easy goal.
And when I shadow from closer to the ball than the ball.
Right. Don't drive straight in that. Pretty much never drive straight in that.
Okay.
Time to time. That's good. Nice. That was absolutely perfect. That was like better than if you hit it.
Sweet.
If you hit the ball, it's a 50 and they recover. Since you hit the guy, that's just, look at that. It's the freest hit of my life. It wasn't a good hit, but that guy is probably.
Excellent.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Okay, it's popped up.
Cool. Nice! Oh, that was so good. Oh, I love this. Yeah, nice! If you had the mechanics, you could do a wall shot on that.
Mechanics can be done. This is the harder thing.
Yeah, right.
Because, like, if I can recognize that I have time, then mechanics get a lot easier.
Exactly.
Okay.
I missed the demo.
Oh, I tried.
Nice. Good save.
Bumped him.
Yeah, chase him, chase him. Good. Oh, the time! He recognizes it. Good.
Nice. Nice.
This is the other reason playing from net is really bad. It's a very flickable situation.
Because you know the distance that they're coming from, and if you get it over them, they're just in a rough spot.
Yeah, he has to decide where he's going to defend the ball before I have to decide to flick it. That's why shadow defense is better. Then I can just wait for what he's doing and then flick it whenever he's misunderstanding. Nice.
Thanks. If my recover was better, it could have been a play. Oh, you just sheesh the sheesh.
I sheesh the sheesh.
A sheesh. Okay.
These guys were also much worse than the people who played last time.
Probably. That makes sense.
Let's do one more and then it's back into ranked.
Okay.
Were you paying more attention to the other team?
Yeah. Yeah, I was paying more attention.
It didn't seem to affect your mechanics too much, too. You were still hitting the ball.
Well, I'm still trying to, like, look at the ball when I need to hit the ball. But, like, you know, there's a lot of time where I don't lose advantage by looking at the ball that's been, like, wasted. Alright?
Right.
Okay, what's this guy doing? Okay.
Almost won. Oh, it's going to be a harder game. Nice.
Thanks.
Nice. Ah, I fucked up. So did he. Oh, you.
I tried to challenge him.
Okay, you forced him to hit the wall. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Right.
Good luck.
I did the positioning in goal, and then couldn't do anything because he hit it past me.
So let's like see it. So you're flat-footed right there, right? And you also give up half the net when you position in that location.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
because
just
he
have
can
to
put
hit
it
back.
behind me.
Yeah. So wait for the shot from back post, from like your boost basically.
Oh, I tried.
It's alright. I bought you a bit of time.
It's enough for me to get back.
Damn.
I'm not ready for that.
See, the thing is like you only have to know it's gonna happen because the shot is actually really bad, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're just in net, you save that.
if I recognize the possibility of it, but he looks so far off of it from my perspective. Oink.
Nice, you're up early for that. Vision was good. Nice.
Oh. I tried to go for the swag.
Ah, shit, that's not good. Okay, he messed up.
Yeah, he didn't recognize the time.
Oh, you.
Oh.
Close. I'm gonna get beat to this.
Okay, I'll go challenge because I think you're gonna be back in time.
Yep. Exactly. Perfect. Forced to hit him. That's too far for him to shoot. Safe. Leaving in you.
Oh,
Ah.
I can do that. I can do it.
It's hard. And this is actually one of those things. You moved up too quick. You want to move up with him.
Gotcha.
See on that, sorry.
All good. Oh no, I got dunked.
Fine.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, one.
Nice. Oh,
Nice.
I had a shot opportunity, but I just missed.
Yeah. Your positioning was good though. So you moved up far enough that yeah, you basically just need to learn how to single jump shoot those.
Yeah.
The double jump makes you faster, but it trades away your ability to place accurately until you get to like really high levels. Interesting. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh.
You double
Nice.
jump for that?
Yeah, I jumped a little early. I had the right read positioning wise, but I just rushed the touch again.
Good shadow defense. That was right.
Thank you. Oh, that was fun.
GG. That was a much better game. Those guys I think were about the same skill level as the guys we played a while ago.
You think so?
Yeah, not quite, but close. They're able to do the double touches and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Alright. Time for your ranked game challenge.
Right. It turns out the place I wanted to order pizza from is closed. Sad. Oh well. Oh wait, I need to leave, right?
Yeah. Oh, I need to activate the party.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Just need to go to your YouTube.
Can you see it?
Yep.
I probably should have checked before already being in the middle of joining a game. But it's cool, we're here. Alright. Oh, I'm in the bad spot. I couldn't get to the same side as him.
I will see for myself.
Like, I couldn't actually shadow. I was behind him and on the opposite side.
Yeah, that's when you just have to go back as fast as you can. Yeah. That's where you just need to know how to do faster flips and better recoveries.
Oh no. Oh! I sauced him on this one. At 4:20 yellow o'clock.
I'm ready for it. Nice.
Oh, there we go. Also, it's worth noting I have chat entirely disabled.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that affects anything.
It does not.
Oh. I tried to post up, but I think I took a little too long. Like the way that you were describing on the opposite side of the goal. At 3:34 is when the goal happens.
Watching it, yeah. You actually didn't go wide enough.
I wasn't wide enough. Okay. I was trying.
Yeah,
It's a learning.
It was decent shadow.
Oh no!
I think they're smurfing. Give it your best shot, but Speedy Dogs is not playing like a diamond.
Just gonna do my best. Oh, all right, 3-5. We're still in this. My teammate tried to vote forfeit. I pretended like I didn't see it. Because I'm here to learn. Damn. Oh, come on. I was a little too slow on getting this one out at 124. Damn, I thought I... Okay.
There's no way this guy's dying. Nice teammate.
Oh, I whiffed. We're big. Dude. 39 is cry.
Oh my god.
Tantalizing.
Oh well. GG.
Watching it to the end. Let's get us. Now.
You got the replay?
Yeah.
Alright. Kinda glad you actually played a Smurf because he capitalized on mistakes that normally would be capitalized on, so I get to talk about them.
Okay.
Shoot it over when you are ready.
I'm pressing the button this time.
You pressed the button you remembered. That PhD in mechanical engineering was good for something.
I still
You
haven't
now know
gotten
how to
it. I still haven't gotten it.
Oh, what? I thought you got it a while ago.
No. It's so
I've
sad.
been calling you Dr. Levitt in my head for like the last couple whiles.
I'm close, but right now I'm currently stuck on waiting for a student to do a data collect.
Go, student, go.
Here's hoping.
Okay. See as my replay is actually. There we go. Coached 2. Alright.
Oh, it shows the name.
Yes, it does. I get to see it. So have you don't even need to speed flip here. If you just grab the boost and just do a diagonal flip right now while boosting, you're probably gonna beat to the goal. You can boost through these flips. That's something worth learning to do. Like right here, just boost the entire time. If you do that, I think you save it.
Really?
Yeah, it was that close, right? Like, so if you just boost through this flip, get up to supersonic earlier, and I mean, like, you understand your like motion physics, right? The sooner you accelerate to maximum speed,
Yeah,
the farther you'll go in less amount of time. So you're not even fully supersonic until there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Almost. This one, yeah. These kind of passes are dangerous. But I'd actually, one of the best things you can do is when you're going up the wall, slow down a lot right here. So you want to, and you'll actually see pros do this a lot too.
At the curve, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. at the curve. You slow down as much as you can. So you hit the brakes and go up that slowly. That makes it easier for you to get under the ball. So because you have to go quick through it, your jump has to be later on the wall, which means you're gonna end up higher on the ball than you want, which is why you ended up so high on that.
Gotcha. And you slow down in the crease because it's like confusing trying to figure out what direction you'll face coming out of it, right? So like that's part of it is making sure that you're lining yourself up once you're on the wall.
Actually, it's not that. It's not that. It's to kill your upward momentum a little bit so that you are not shooting up over the ball.
Okay.
When that happens, not much to talk about there. Almost. A bad shot. I like that little touch to throw him off. Oh yeah, and you score a goal here in a second. I like this positioning.
I was really proud of this one.
Yeah, maybe that guy was diamond. Maybe.
Because like I got up and I quickly did the turnaround thing.
Yeah. Kind of an awkward angle too. Probably would have been a bit better if you hit this with your nose. Ideally, you want to not bounce it, but
I think I saw him coming out. Because did I turn after he jumped? I think. I don't know. It's hard to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. One more time. Doop. No, that was good. Not gonna really say anything else about it. When you hit these, the best part of the backboard to hit is the same side about right here, above the post.
Okay.
It's harder for them to save that, so Saucy God can actually get a pretty good clear across and keep momentum with the ball. If you hit it like above the post, because of the issues I mentioned before, he would actually have to get a more awkward aerial up here. This is more of a natural angle for him to go at.
And it gives us a lot of space, right?
Yep, and it also bounces because you're coming from this side of the net. It'll bounce right in front of their net, as opposed to like if this just bounced, it would bounce and only give you a small fraction over here, right? But generally above top post. It's hard to get that accuracy though. Okay. Right here. You should have been punished. So. What are you flipping straight towards?
The goal.
This is why you're awkward here, right? So.
It's panic instinct.
It is, yeah. No, it's like, I need to cover the net because what if he shoots? So you watch the player. Is he going to shoot from right here? Is he shooting? All right, the ball's outpacing him. So he can only, first off, he's likely not to shoot at all. He's likely just to hit this into the corner, which means you're actually not playing against Saucy GDO right here. This is the big brain move. You're playing against this guy. You're defending this guy. When you get to higher levels, Saucy God might try to Doomsy Dish this, which means you need to cover both options. But right here, what you would do is you have two options. Your best option probably is to play this slow as possible because your teammate just committed, so you're trying to buy as much time as possible. And to do that, you would get back post sooner, right? So you want to get some space from the play. The worst thing you can do is take a position directly in net because then you're going to end up flat-footed. So you jump straight to net. You do it, like, this is kind of nice. I do like that you try to go a little bit back post here. That made it so as possible. You actually could have jumped up and hit this one if your mechanics are there. It wouldn't have been the easiest hit, but it was actually possible for you to beat this guy to the ball. Like right here, you just jump for this.
Yeah.
You get like the right jump on it. You just launch it over this guy. You actually just clean beat him. Even easier though is if you recognize that you needed to be there sooner and made that left turn a lot earlier. And this flip is again what did you in, right? The flip made it so you ended up in a bad spot, which is what forced this really awkward drift turn.
that made you so slow. If that flip was a
What do you mean
diagonal
by made the
flip,
left turn a lot sooner? So are you telling? Because like I thought you were saying go further than the back post before, but are you saying now go contest him in the corner? I'm kind of confused.
I'm at the back post.
Oh,
Turn
okay,
left,
okay.
like,
So turn left slightly to get yourself posted up, to get posted up in the position to play across the net rather than in the net.
yeah, there are two ways you could have played this. You could have gone the aggressive route and pushed him in the corner and made it awkward, or you could have gone further back post, and you did what a lot of people do, which is you did neither. Straight towards that. And so like you're kind of leaning like you're about to challenge him early. And again, like going back post was your best play. But yeah, when you do it, I would want to see you flip like to right here.
Gotcha.
So
Go
flipping, like,
further back post.
further back post, yeah. This turn, right? And if you did it earlier, what would happen is you wouldn't have to do this awkward drift turn. You want to come into back post from right here.
Yeah, I'm going like back net, and you're saying go literally back post, like turn and go towards the post and stay outside of the net.
Yes. And I'd actually say like don't focus too much on like what you do inside the box. So you see like that dotted line?
Mm-hmm.
So you start going back post right here, right? I want to see you going back post right here.
Oh,
Like before
okay.
you do this flip, like as you're in the middle of the field, I want you to start thinking, I want to go this direction. I want to put myself further across.
That's gonna
You're
be a
not.
hard thing for me to do. I
Yeah, I know.
I I hear you, and I will try, but like in the moment, that's gonna be such a thing of like it's gonna be really hard to tell myself that this is not dangerous. I believe you that it's not, and I understand that it is, but just like the game is fast paced and panic instincts.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And actually, this kind of goes back to it doesn't separate from you watching the players, because if you watch this, right, if you're paying attention to Saucy instead of the ball, or both of them at the same time, there's no shot. The ball is just going
Yeah.
to go to your corner, right? They can't score from your corner. This is actually completely safe.
Okay.
This is a
Okay.
very, very safe position. Like, if you watch it, just to even like further bring the point home, sometimes it's hard to tell, but this is what it looked like from his perspective. That is absolutely not getting shot anytime soon,
Yeah, he
right?
can't get on the outside of that ball. No way.
Which means, like, again, at higher levels, he might Doomsday Dish this. I would even say that's going to be pretty rare. But actually, you're not playing against Saucy right here, right? This goes back to what I said earlier. You're playing against the other guy. This is your threat.
Well, if the Doomsday Dish is a
Dubes
threat, then it's both, right?
Yes. I wouldn't count on that level. So, and what you would do at higher levels is you would position in a way that you compare for both. So the way I would position if I'm playing against two pros is I would come in right here, and I would actually position like on this pad, and I would get momentum in, and then I would kind of just build speed at the same time Saucy God is, or Saucy GDO. And if it looks like he's going for a pass very quickly, like right here, I would like diverge out and go try to block the pass. If it looks like he's going for a Doomsday Dish, right here, I would just dive towards the net and try to make the save there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that all comes from like this wider rotation to allow you to come in. And again, it's not the only way to play it. I think for your playstyle, that's probably what you'd want.
Also, since when in Rocket League do not all names just show up in capitals all the time? Because that one guy was reverse camel cased, and I thought that.
Oh, that's on this screen.
No,
That's
no.
on
Oh,
it was on a camel case on the leaderboard.
gotcha. Okay, my bad. Sorry, I got distracted.
It's pretty good. This is good, clear. So you play off this really well. Again, this should have just been a goal, but you didn't panic, which is nice.
Woo.
Yeah, maybe this guy is actually his diamond. He does the class thing. He moved up too quick, and then he has to hit the brakes before he goes, and then he still ends up under the ball. He needs to slow down a bit right here. Well, he actually probably should just score that. Hard to say because the mechanics really limit people at this rank, right? Good. What I want to see you practice, or at least get better at, is this isn't bad, but I would like to see you learn how to pop and get it higher. That'll usually make it a little bit more difficult. Or even better, if you can
By pop,
control
you mean
this.
like get under it and jump?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't care about putting it past them because they're going that direction. It's almost better to keep it slower because then it's relatively behind them because they
Yeah.
haven't turned around yet.
That wouldn't be your top priority because, again, at this rank, I think the style works because people just make mistakes, which is what Speedy Dogs does here.
Yeah, but I'm kind of passing it to them, right? Because they're in that
Yeah.
corner and I'm putting it in front of them. So it's better, right? If I take it slower here, because then we maintain possession a little longer, and then maybe I could put it against the wall once they're already past the corner, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said earlier, the corner safe is a safe zone. So you kind of hit it into their safe zone. All they need to do is not panic
I'm
and throw it
passing
at
it
you
to them
guys.
in their safe zone here.
Yeah, exactly. So you gave them possession. They're in their safe zone. They just need to not literally hit it at your teammate, which is kind of what they do. Oop. This is good. Your positioning here is really good. I like how you kept up boost and we're ready to come back in on this if Saucy got a tip.
Gotcha.
I would, just to nitpick a little bit, right here, Saucy is on, again, everyone on the field is actually on the right side of the ball, right?
So I should be on the left?
You should be further to the left, yeah. So like right here, um, if a deflect is going to happen, Saucy is going to deflect it to the left. And you can actually see that early, so you'd start going left. And then you'd probably expect the ball to hopefully come right here. You want to prepare for the ball to be right here, which means you need to be right here so you can shoot it.
Okay.
Still. Cool. So yes, wider. So this is actually good. So you got a block and then just 50'd in. So this is better than what you did before because you actually had the ability to like get a hit on this, right?
Yeah. He just got a really good 50 on me, and I didn't block it enough.
Yeah.
But
Let's
I was
see if
able to
you-
choose the time of when I contested, and
Mhm.
I think it was generally good. I just didn't get meaty enough on it.
And the reason you didn't get meaty enough, this is why I said you actually needed to swing even wider. The reason you didn't get meaty enough on it is what you want is to come in this way over here from over here. So you use your boost, you go to the right, and this is very hard to time and it requires a little bit of mechanics. And then you rush him, right? So you kind of like wind up to the right and then rush. And you'll watch if when pros do shadow defense, they actually do this. They swing wide and then they come in and then attack like very quickly.
Like a sharper angle.
Yeah, exactly. So the reason that you were able to get dunked on so much here was because your turn. Notice how you ended up like a little bit ahead of the ball.
Yeah. I see. It hit my side rather than like really my nose.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's because you got a little bit too shallow here. You got a little bit too nervous. If you're really good, again, this goes back to like watching the card, not the ball. Right here, you actually can recognize if you go to his perspective, he cannot put this on the left half of the net.
So I
you
can take
don't need
plenty
to
of time.
You can take plenty of time. So the only part of the net he can hit is right here. So now, if you can just notice, and it's a really hard detail to notice, but this is like what really good ones players do, is this is why they kind of give up covering certain sections of the net, is they recognize you're on the wrong side of the ball, which means the only place you have to put it is this half of the net, which means I actually can swing even wider and get a better 50.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh man, that's happening here. Boost.
I'm trying to position for that like
Ah.
cover the cross spot, but I don't quite have the position nailed down right.
So yes, you have the position good. This is good.
Oh, I
Now
don't
this
have
is the
that
hard
when
part.
I start driving timing right.
Exactly. So actually, like the thing is, um, you get to this point a little too soon, which means like really you could actually just stop here. Like you could be dead stopped in this position for like a full 5 seconds, and then as the play is coming in, you meet the play. So you just stop earlier, then yeah. Like what you do here is like as Saucy goes for it, like right here, you start driving, and you start driving before he hits the ball, and then you react.
I think I tried to, but I hesitated. You see, like I started to move up a little bit, and then I stopped.
Oh yeah, that brake check actually did you in. And I think it's because it's scary. It's like, ooh, I have to like. This is really common is people take a second and they stop their car to read the ball, and it is partly a mechanical thing, and this is something that like is a skill that you need to like practice. But yeah,
But yeah,
hang
I don't
back,
need to
you
be
can
going
flip.
fast. I can be going slow, but just going needs to be happening, right? Okay.
The other thing is you actually,
I was
in
just
this
so
situation,
scared that my position, I wasn't going to be able to like cover it, whatever could, what was going to happen here. Like I was like, am I going to go the wrong place? So then I break check, and then I'm too slow.
yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, no, if you just don't break check there, that's actually great too, because he committed. That's two people that would have been like, imagine if you block this, right? Both of their players are right here. That's a counterattack.
Damn.
So you just needed a little bit more confidence is all.
Okay. I'm scared.
Yeah. It's a hard one to learn. But think of it as contesting. Don't think of it as I need to make the save. Think of it as I need to get in the way.
Gotcha. Okay. Oop. This one should I have just routed more directly towards goal? I don't know. I guess I thought the teammate would have it here, but then he does this. But
So what you
I've
need to
already
do,
I've already flipped.
yeah. Well, so the flip wasn't bad, right? So what you do is you grab this boost, and the flip is fine, like right here. What you need to do, the reason you watch this play is to see how quickly you need to be back to next. So this is actually a decision-making moment.
And I decide to go for the boost, and I should have just looked at him for 2 seconds to see does he fumble it.
Yeah, exactly. So what you do is you like watch your teammate. You're like, is he gonna make this safe for me? You grab this boost pad. Maybe don't even flip. Just watch, figure out if you're gonna go for boost or for net. You've got the two paths right in front of you. And then like right there, if you just held on ball cam a little bit sooner, you'd have seen how bad that hit was, right?
Yeah.
So that's the no-go zone. That is the corner is safe. Banging it into your like wall of your corner, like I don't know what to call that part of the field. That like section right there?
Yeah.
That is danger because that puts the ball in a shooting position, right?
Is it technically a chamfer?
Chamfer, yeah. So I think so. I'm just dredging up my old materials work or my old machine shop work. So like right that chamfer, like right there, you just watch. Oh shit, he hit the chamfer. I need to get to net. That would be your thought process. That's
Yeah,
actually
it's
what
a
I do.
chamfer. The fillet's the radial thing.
Right. That's the fillet is what's on these guys. That's a fillet.
Yeah. Exactly.
What I do when I play with you, a lot of times like people will be like, "Oh, you weren't trusting me for that," and it's like, "Well, no, I was actually just watching your head and it sucked," right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I would do in this exact situation, and this is you that I'm playing with, is I would stare at you just for a little bit longer, um, in a non-creepy way, and I'd be like, "Is he messing this up?" And then if you mess it up, I go to net, and if you don't mess it up, I go for the boost. That's why I'm making those like random saves out of nowhere, because I'm just checking. I'm not expecting you to
You're
mess
just
up.
paying more attention to the play unfolding.
Yeah, my kind of like what's the term? My mantra is don't expect, prepare when it comes to this game. I'm not expecting you to miss, I'm prepared for you to miss. You're not expecting your teammate to mess up, you're preparing for your teammate to mess up. And that means that if your positioning is really good, you can prepare for your teammate to mess up and not mess up.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's and it's not even like at first I was trying to do this sort of stuff, but I would like the preparing stuff, but I was thinking about it too much, I guess, and I would play too hard defensively, right? Because it's I think that the better way to think about it is you're positioning yourself for most success in game, right? Whether that's
Exactly, yeah.
offensively or defensively, you're trying to make yourself be the most relevant and be able to do the most
Amount
positive
of
influence on
possible
the game.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes in threes that balance changes because you have first man who's just trying to make a play, and your second man, basically your second man is the optimist, and your third man is the pessimist. So the way that balance flips is different.
Yeah, and in twos you need to be able to flip the switch back and forth. Is there the opportunity to be opportunistic, or do I need to be that, or can you position somewhere that's both, right?
Also, this guy does the thing, gets into net. This is why the net is a bad position. This is just not good. Slow
Rough.
down. It looks like he didn't even consider that someone would shoot this. He like lost his object permanence and was like, "Oh right, another orange player." Forgot about that
You
guy.
didn't see the. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's trying to go for this ball for a second. He's like, "Oh wait, a shot. Oh wait, oh no."
I forgot that man existed.
It's like it's not a 1v2. So what else?
I
Where are
was
you going?
expecting this to just get banged right back because he just so softly put it towards the guys.
Well, watch the players, not the ball. Which direction are the guys going?
Yeah, I was expecting this guy on the outside to cut it, but then the
Ah, I
other
see.
guy hit it first.
Ah, okay, that's fair.
I was looking at Speedy Dogs. Speedy Dugos. Dukes.
Speedy Doogs. I love that. Yeah. Love the patience and then the gentle tap. This is a little bit of a dangerous spot. Better players might capitalize on it, but for your rank, this is just really good.
Thanks.
It's always, again, you see why coaching this is so weird. It's like, okay, this is a good start, but if you're not getting this fast, someone might actually score that. But also, you don't need to worry about that until GC3. So it's probably useless information to you.
And by the
So
time
why?
I'm GC3, I'll be recovering and coming down on the wall faster. So
Yeah, exactly.
the play might still be good because both me and the opponents will be moving faster.
Mhm.
The way I do it right now is definitely too crappy for a GC3.
Yeah, that's good for where you're at. I like that you stayed in with no boost. It kept the pressure on.
But for
Makes
a
sense.
washed champ 1/2, who's now in diamond, it's okay.
It is okay.
I was happy with this clear. I took my time on it.
Oh, you went slow down on below. Actually, no, you didn't.
I slowed up on the
Still
wall
good.
though.
You did slow. Yeah, you didn't slow down here
I
at the
slowed up.
optimal time to slow down, but you
Yeah.
did slow down on the wall, which is what everyone needs to do. A lot
I
of people
saw I
just
had
jump to it
time
immediately.
here, and I took it.
Nice. Yeah, and that keeps you behind the ball. That actually makes it really awkward for him. So like, this is literally what pros do. Because what Speedy Dogs has to think about now is not just hitting the ball, but he's got a player that's still following it, right? Like, he has to hit this around you. This looks
Mm.
really dangerous from his perspective. That's why he's hesitating so much.
And he has to dump it to teammate because he's just trying to get it around me.
Yeah, exactly. He's if you weren't behind this ball, he'd set this up for a shot most likely, because that's what he's doing this game. But because he was worried that you're gonna get another touch, he's like thrown. Boop. Goes to your teammate. Mm.
I'm trying to stare at Saucy here.
Right here. So that's good. It's good, and you should look at Saucy right here. I'm trying to think because I have to like adjust to your mechanical level. This is one where like on this situation you just actually have him beat because even though he's closer to the ball, he's
It's
not
going
gonna
away
the
from
ball.
him, right?
It's going away from him, and it's about to bounce off the wall and get closer to you. So if you just full boosted this entire time, he would have to catch up to the ball, and you don't. The ball's coming to you and away from him. So you
Gotcha.
actually have the beat here. That's a really hard one to see, though. I actually think you played this well.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think I definitely didn't realize that. I guess the reason why is because it's going faster than he is at that point in time. If I can recognize that that ball is moving faster than he is, then the commit makes sense.
yeah, exactly.
And you obviously
Yeah.
can, but I think here it looks pretty similar speed to me.
Yeah, just listening to my intuition right now. My intuition, like I'm imagining this is me. My intuition is actually first off, right here actually when you grab the boost. First thing my intuition says is at this point, start boosting really far this way because the other team is on this side of the ball. Um, just the momentum. Oh my God, man, it's so hard to explain. I'm in this game without trying to pretend I don't know what's happening. I immediately start going to the right here. Like right here, I would just immediately start going to the right. And then I'd go even faster right here. And then after this hit happens, my brain is just yelling at me like you have him beat. Like I'm like, oh, I have him beat right here.
Yeah, I don't have that. I need to build that.
Yeah, so like all things considered, I like that you're watching him, and this is pretty good.
I'm still watching to try and evaluate if I can beat him or not.
Yeah, and it works out. Like this is pretty good. The only thing is,
I could be alive if I didn't take so long to challenge.
I would actually say I'm trying to think about like what advice works for your skill level here. What one little thing could you do right now that would make this better? Uh, Honestly, no notes. You just have to learn how to like read that faster, and that's all.
Okay.
Is
Is
the
it
reason that's good score
like
is 'cause of my
generally
shot.
if it's bouncing away from someone, I should just commit for it? I guess no, it's situational. I can't just flowchart this. This is like I need to see what their speed is, what the ball speed is, and be like that.
Yeah, build intuition. The way that I used to do replay analysis that really worked for me was I used to
I definitely wouldn't have seen that I could have beaten that guy if I was replay analyzing by myself. Like I would not have noticed that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a hard one to see.
Because I
My
might be
replay
thinking that
stuff.
he's just going slower than needs to be uh because he sees he's got distance from me versus you seeing like, you know,
Yeah,
that I do have him beat.
yeah. It's all about like when I do replay reviews, it's like what details could I have noticed that I missed that would have made a better play. The only other thing is like you want to, again, this is a mechanically hard thing. You want to hit the fillet. You want to hit this point of the wall right here because that pops it up. It makes it so they can't immediately shoot.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that's like hard to do, right?
I also just barely touched the thing. I didn't really have control on this hit. I was panicking that the guy was blowing me up.
Yeah. And this is just a good shot.
Because I was too slow in the first place that I then had to rush. So then my touch was bad.
Yeah, this wasn't bad. There's sometimes I think you're gonna get scored on a diamond. This was a shot that made me think this guy was not diamond.
Because the way he routed.
Yeah, like he read this really well, and this is just a lot of power and a lot of like placement. But he might have just got lucky. Because this is a difficult shot, but I don't think he meant to get like this is actually like a ground pinch. He actually perfectly timed this for like a. That's why I
Yeah.
got all this random power.
I see.
So I saw that I was like, "There's no way this guy's diamond." But I think he didn't even mean to do this. I think he was like trying to like
There's
dribble it or something.
also a possibility he's just the type of person that's like putting some time into like the shooting drill thing.
That is true, yeah.
It's hard because there's so many good tools for turning mechanics that people can be really dumb and have like play really poor positioning and only really earn a low rank, but have the mechanics of someone significantly higher.
I was playing this game the other night with this guy who was like 100 MMR below me, but his mechanics were just cracked, just absolutely cracked. And he was just the dumbest player, literally just that exact situation. He hit a Philip Musty at one point, like flipper set Musty. He was getting double taps nonstop. But we lost like 7-5 because, or 7-6 because he kept on scoring goals because he was nutty. But his like defense was just atrocious.
His positioning and stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. Like I said, it's like some people like the mini game of the training, right?
Yep. This one right here,
They're going
you
for
actually
the
had
Twitter
him beat.
clips.
Right here, this is actually your possession. Again, this is something you have to kind of build with intuition, but you have to get used to like the trajectory. But what my instinct tells me right here is, oh, cool, this is my ball. Because, do you see why you didn't beat him to this?
I stopped boosting with the flips. That's one thing.
Hit the brakes right here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I guess
you actually,
you're saying it's so far ahead of him he can't catch up. So if I just go fast and give it a cutoff angle, I'm gonna be there first.
yeah, exactly. Like play this like from this perspective. Play this like you're a bad striker, right?
I see. I need to pay
Turn-
more attention to relative speeds.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I was
And
in
also
my mind
remember,
that he's like still behind it, and that there's a relative threat of him being able to shoot, but he's so far, and the thing's going so much faster than him.
Yeah, and it's gonna bounce off the corner and come to you. So like yeah, like right here I look at this and I'm like, oh cool, free ball. Yeah, the flips are fine. The flips are great. In fact, your approach this is almost exactly how I would approach this. I would go straight down the middle.
Maybe not front flips though.
Yeah, I would do diagonal flips, and I would make sure that I got every boost pad. I think you missed 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you got the rest of them, and I would just not hit the brakes. Again, this is what the pros do, and it's hard, and you might miss sometimes. But like right here, like you just need to be able to like read the bounce. This is a pretty straightforward read. And the big thing is you can do one jump, put yourself just vaguely in the direction of the ball, and then recover with your second jump, right? Flip towards whatever you need to flip. And even at the highest levels, people still mess this up sometimes, and it actually happens in the...
So I would jump once and then do like the side flip to cover it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm too far to the right.
Yeah. So like right here, at your rank, you're trying to keep your options as wide as possible to read every possible bounce, but you need to start thinking like the bounce can only go in like whatever this zone is, right? Well, the way his ball is going, maybe it goes right here, maybe it goes over here. I can't really tell, but I do know within a certain confidence interval where the ball is going to go, right? So I'll jump up, and then if I need to flip left, I need to flip left. If I need to flip right, I need to flip right. But I'm just going to jump up so I can get there early, recover with the flip.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Jump here.
Yeah, exactly. Jump right there. So the braking was what kills people at your ranked, and it's because partly like a lack of mechanics. But just keep the momentum. You actually had a perfect speed. Perfect speed.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you just
like
carry
so
this
afraid
through
of
and-
the whiff that I don't give myself the chance by just not getting to it.
Exactly. Yeah. And most people at this rank, again, I thought this guy was smurfing because he was like faster than most. This is really good from him. And like, yeah, like it pinched off you, but it would have gone in anyways.
That side flip onto the wall is interesting.
Oh, that?
That he did.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
This one.
Yeah. I use that one a lot actually. Super
It
useful
doesn't seem
for
like a
recovers.
diamond move.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and he got the boost too. So he took the boost and then flipped onto the wall. And the
Get
pinch
wide
too.
of it so he could take a shot.
This looks pretty diamond to me though. Maybe this is champ. Like if he's not diamond, he's not GC.
Yeah.
He's just playing like a good. I put this guy at like champ 2.
Okay.
All right. Thoughts?
Very cool. All right. I don't know. What do you think I should specifically focus on? I guess it's still probably a lot similar things. Watching the opponents and keeping wide on the shadow defense.
Yeah. Wide on the shadow defense, watch the other opponents, and try to come into your plays with a momentum and kind of work through that like fear of like, what if I'm going too fast and I miss, right?
Gotcha.
Um,
So oftentimes I want to actually position further than feels comfortable so I can give myself momentum when I need it, right?
Exactly, yeah. So then you get your momentum, like you should start driving sooner than you have to break that part of your intuition that's telling you to stay slower until like you see exactly where the ball is going. You start driving before you know where the play is going.
Yeah. I don't need to drive super fast, just need to drive.
Yeah. And you could start like don't even like boost quickly. You don't need to do it like
Yeah, just hold the right trigger.
Yeah, just start with the right trigger and then have that going into your play and then work from that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I can work
Yeah.
on that in my gameplay. Now, I gotta go pick up my food that I ordered because I am hungry.
I am hungry too, so I'm gonna go make food. I will see you later.
Later. Ending the stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye. All of my 0 fans.
Both of them. Shout out to all my fans, all 3 of them.
I don't have any. I had 1 P concurrent, and that was